Kpods are vapes laced with drugs like ketamine, targeting teens in Singapore. This alarming trend devastates lives, causing addiction and health risks. Awareness is crucial to protect youth from harm. Let's uncover the truth behind these zombie vapes and why they pose a growing public threat. Zombie vapes exploit curiosity, glamorizing drug use among teens aged 12 to 19. Sold online via Telegram groups, Kpods falsely promise safety, but deliver severe harm. From brain damage to respiratory failure, their dangers demand urgent attention. Understanding this crisis helps safeguard young lives from irreversible consequences. Etomidate and ketamine-laced Kpods, creating toxic highs that trap users in dependency cycles. These substances rewire brains, trigger psychosis, and cause organ failure. Originating abroad, Kpods flood markets through underground networks. Cross-border trafficking fuels this epidemic, endangering countless youths daily. The Kpod crisis transcends borders, uniting nations against shared threats to youth safety. Taiwan battles zombie vapes. Hong Kong fights space oil. Global cooperation is vital to curb smuggling. By addressing root causes, we can dismantle networks profiting from teen addiction and prevent further devastation. Sellers exploit peer pressure and social media trends to push Kpods. Teens fall prey to curated content normalizing vaping. A single Kpod costs up to $100, banking on illicit thrills. Legal penalties include fines or jail time, underscoring the severity of this escalating public health crisis. Kpods are vape cartridges laced with illegal drugs like Etomidate or ketamine. Marketed as safe, they're highly addictive and deadly. Chronic use scars lungs, causing respiratory failure. Heart disease follows prolonged exposure, proving no one is immune to the life-threatening risks posed by these dangerous devices. Dizziness strikes minutes after inhaling Kpods, leaving users disoriented and incapacitated. Muscle spasms follow, risking seizures and long-term damage. Drugs rewire brains, triggering depression and suicidal thoughts. Proper recovery requires extensive therapy and professional support. Sellers smuggle Kpods using cars and delivery riders, evading detection despite authorities' efforts. Thousands flood markets daily, underscoring trafficking adaptability. In 2025, raids seized over 8,700 Kpods. Yet supply persists, revealing organized crime involvement and need for stronger cross-border enforcement measures. Possessing a Kpod leads to fines up to $10,000 or 6 months jail. Trafficking carries harsher penalties, 2 years prison. Arrests reveal links to Telegram networks, highlighting criminal operations preying on teens. Legal consequences aim to deter usage while underscoring the gravity of this public threat. The societal impact of Kpods extends beyond users, affecting families and communities. Financial strain, emotional distress, and social disruption result from addiction. Schools host anti-vape workshops, raising awareness. Ex-users share stories online, inspiring others to resist peer pressure and reclaim control over their future. In January 2025, Singaporean raids seized over 8,700 Kpods, yet supply persists. Traffickers adapt, underscoring vigilance needs. Thai police arrested locals selling meth-laced vapes, exposing global smuggling ties. These cases highlight the scale of underground networks fueling addiction among vulnerable populations worldwide. One student described Kpod users as zombies, plagued by dizziness and confusion. Some teens start experimenting at just 12 years old. By realizing harm, addiction grips tightly, ruining futures. Parental vigilance detects early signs, mood swings, secrecy, unexplained cash, preventing irreversible damage before it's too late. Hotlines with experts support quitting addiction journeys globally. Schools incorporate anti-vape education, equipping students with knowledge. Vaping kills faster than smoking. Etomidate traps users quickly. Education empowers informed decisions, shielding youth from deceptive marketing tactics. Rehabilitation programs address Kpod addiction, tackling physical and psychological aspects. Innovative therapies improve recovery outcomes. Investing in research fosters advancements. Staying ahead scientifically ensures effective treatments for those struggling, helping them regain independence and rebuild lives shattered by dependency. Community organizations host support groups, fostering unity amid addiction struggles. Safe spaces encourage open discussions, reducing stigma. Parents, educators, and law enforcement collaborate, pooling resources to combat the crisis. Together, they create multifaceted strategies addressing root causes. To prevent K-pod addiction, parents must stay vigilant. Watch for mood swings, secrecy, or strange vape liquids. Open communication builds trust, enabling timely intervention. Schools educate students, debunking myths. Early screening identifies at-risk individuals, providing support before addiction takes hold and ruins young lives. Challenges include clandestine trafficking, glamorized social media, and peer pressure driving teen experimentation. Sensationalized coverage masks dangers, normalizing vaping. Responsible reporting educates, countering misinformation. Collaboration with tech and law enforcement disrupts access to these deadly products. Global cooperation combats cross-border smuggling, protecting vulnerable populations. Stricter regulations on drug possession deter offenders. Governments increase penalties, sending strong messages. International alliances dismantle organized crime rings. Shared strategies unite nations, ensuring collective action. Creating a culture of openness reduces addiction stigma, encouraging help-seeking behavior. Mental health resources aid recovery, anxiety, depression, and isolation caused by Kpods. Together, we empower individuals to overcome dependency and free from addiction's grip. The fight against Kpods demands sustained commitment from all stakeholders. By working together, parents, educators, law enforcement, we create safer environments for youth. Prevention, education, and rehabilitation form a united front. Let's strive for a future where addiction loses its hold, freeing generations from zombie vape's devastation. Technology fuels Kpod addiction through social media glamorization and Telegram sales. However, it also offers solutions. Apps track vaping habits, hotlines provide support, and AI detects illegal sales online. Leveraging tech responsibly can curb addiction, empowering teens to resist peer pressure and make informed. AI-powered tools monitor online platforms, flagging illegal Kpod sales. Blockchain tracks smuggling routes, aiding law enforcement. Tech companies collaborate with governments to disrupt networks. By harnessing innovation, we create smarter systems to combat addiction and protect vulnerable populations from falling prey to these dangerous substances. Virtual reality therapy helps recovering addicts confront triggers in safe environments. Gamified apps reward sobriety milestones, motivating users. Wearable devices monitor health impacts, encouraging early intervention. These innovations offer hope, combining science and creativity. Challenges remain. Tech literacy gaps hinder adoption, misinformation spreads online, and privacy concerns limit data use. Addressing these requires collaboration between developers, educators, and policymakers. By fostering digital awareness, we empower communities to use technology effectively, ensuring it becomes a force for good in fighting. The future lies in integrating technology into prevention and recovery efforts. From predictive analytics to telehealth counseling, innovation reshapes addiction treatment. By embracing these advancements, we pave the way for healthier societies. Together, let's harness tech's potential to end the Kpod epidemic and safeguard youth worldwide. Grassroots movements empower communities to tackle the Kpod epidemic head-on. Local leaders organize workshops, raising awareness about vaping risks. Parents form support groups, sharing strategies to protect teens. By fostering collaboration, these initiatives create a united front against addiction, ensuring no family faces this crisis. Schools partner with NGOs to host anti-vaping campaigns, featuring ex-users sharing recovery stories. Peer mentoring programs connect students with role models who've overcome addiction. These efforts normalize sobriety, countering glamorized portrayals of vaping. Education becomes a powerful tool by equipping youth to resist peer pressure. Community hotlines provide confidential support for teens struggling with addiction. Volunteers trained in mental health counseling offer guidance and resources. By creating safe spaces for open dialogue, these initiatives reduce stigma, encouraging individuals to seek help without fear of judgment. Local governments fund community centers offering free rehabilitation services. Art therapy, sports programs, and skill-building workshops engage at-risk youth, steering them away from harmful habits. These initiatives address root causes like boredom and low self-esteem, replacing addiction with purpose and fostering resilience within vulnerable populations. The future of combating Kpods lies in grassroots empowerment. Communities must continue advocating for stricter regulations, funding prevention programs, and supporting affected families. By amplifying local voices, we create a ripple effect of change. Together, let's build a world where youth thrive.